Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here at What My Siblings Said. Today we were going to do our live reaction to the new Wheel of Time teaser that came out, the one titled The Winespring Inn. We hope you guys enjoy us reacting to this.
And thanks everyone who commented on our first video, which was a reaction and kind of our analysis of the trailer. We really appreciated the comments and also some of the insights you shared with us, things you noticed that we didn't notice. So yeah, thanks so much.
All right, so you ready?
Yep, let's go.
3, 2, 1, play. Stormy night.
How did the ceremony go today?
Don't know, actually. We haven't talked yet.
I'm sure she's just busy.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Name yourself, stranger.
Lan Mondragoran. This is Moraine.
My lady, can I help you? We'll need stables for our horses and a room for the night. 2 beds and fresh linen, that's all we need.
Of course, Moraine Sedai.
If you'll come this way.
Okay, so interesting. My first reaction, I like the scene. It's made me more excited, for sure. What are your thoughts,
Yeah.
Sean?
Well, that skipped through like 5 chapters in one scene.
No, I mean I can see why, but it's a very more direct beginning, so that's going to be helpful for film, I guess. But
oh yeah. I mean, there was that just I don't know why, but it just made me think of all those cowboy movies where the mysterious stranger walks in and everyone looks.
The Winespring Inn, I thought was good. What did you think on that one?
Oh, I thought the Winespring Inn was very well built as a set. It had that typical busy inn feeling that sort of had the jovial atmosphere, but it also had that sort of, I suppose, smallness and warmth that you'd expect from a small town where everyone knows each other. I would have Moraine enter a bit differently just because that was a little bit out of character.
You're a purist.
It was a little bit out of character for that particular part of the story. She does that later when she's going to do other things. I won't say what, but she does do those sort of self-introductions later. But at this part in the story, she's trying to lie low. And
yeah.
that was not lying low.
So yeah, I mean the element of her not lying low, I'm actually interested to see if that actually flows into further things. You know, I liked Nynaeve's moment there, and I thought the way that it was portrayed, so like the disregard Moraine essentially had for Nynaeve, in that she just like walked past her straight to Moraine Elvia to say I need a room, like, you know, that little slight, which there was a slight in the book in a slightly different circumstance, but I'm glad they kind of still kept that to build that a little bit into the characters. Yeah.
Yeah, I also liked what they did with some of the other main characters, like the interaction between Rand and Perrin, while Matt's off doing his own thing, and the atmosphere around Egwene as well at that time in the book. Was a good touch, and they made it very, very concise, I think. And then that followed into like the social awkwardness of having a stranger in a small town. And then I really did like the way that the Aes Sedai word, or the Sedai title, just sort of radiated an effect on everyone else. As soon as Maren saw the ring and said it, then everyone's like, ooh, and took a bit of a step back. Yeah. They did have that odd moment of tension with Moraine making eye contact with those three, which again is fitting in with the story, the spirit of the story on a much more constrained time scale.
I do like the scene where she goes to the fire just to warm herself, but you get this sense that everyone thinks she's about to do something, right? Even though it's not, but like they created that kind of tension in the room that really kind of nailed that.
Yeah, one thing that I was a bit disappointed to see was Lan having a normal cloak. So, for you who haven't read the book, Lan is supposed to have a color shifting cloak. But I can see why that didn't make it to film.
Yeah, no, I get why it could, from the CGI perspective. It's not that they couldn't do it, it's just probably that it wasn't deemed as necessary to put the resource into that. Similar to how they did they haven't done the agelessness of the Aes Sedai face, which I did read a little bit about that they specifically had chosen not to. They considered putting CGI on the faces to make that appearance, but decided it really wasn't worth it. I think from my perspective, that's fine. I think it also perhaps, if CGI is not done really, really well when you're dealing with a phase, I think you could potentially lose some of the nuance of the face in portraying the story. And when you have a story that is coming from a book, so you're removing all that exposition in a dialogue that you read, and that has to be portrayed in the way the character acts. So small things on the face and things within the tone and the embodiment of that character become really vital to getting the essence of the story across. The choosing not to worry about CGI for the ageless face was probably something I think is actually not a bad thing. I am a bit disappointed about the cloak too, but it is what it is. And I think the casting, like, it looks good, and I really, so far, I mean, in the very short snippets, they seem to embody their characters. So for me with the casting, it's always about, can they act the role and tell that story? From the beginning, I was very excited about Moraine's casting because I know her to be a very good actress. But some of the others, I hadn't seen a lot of their work, but they look like they're going to do a great job. So, was there anything else?
I'm very interested to see how those changes that they've made flow into the rest of the story and the rest of the series, because I mean, yeah, they're subtle changes and they seem to be in keeping with the spirit of the novel, without following the events directly. So I'm hoping they can keep that up. They've made a lot of little changes, and I'm interested to see where they go.
Yeah, I look forward to it. So
all right,
thanks everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed our live reaction and our little short discussion at the end. We definitely can't wait for November 19th.
And if you've got anything, please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.